What's good, everybody? As you can tell by the thumbnail, today we'll be talking about Bleach, one of the most popular shonen out there, standing right next to the heavy hitters like Naruto and One Piece. For me, Bleach is definitely the weakest out of the big three. I enjoyed Naruto and One Piece more than I enjoyed Bleach, and there are points where I definitely wanted to drop the series, but I really think that the timing for me watching Bleach was a little off, as at the time I had just finished watching an absolute masterpiece, and I think I was comparing Bleach to it a little too much while I was watching it. As a protagonist, there's really nothing too special about Ichigo. Like, he really just out here chilling, bro. Like, he's not even doing too much. He's all about protecting the people around him. But I guess you could say the fact that nothing is special about him is what makes him special, especially among his peers. The story follows Ichigo Kurosaki, a human who is granted the power of a Soul Reaper from another Soul Reaper called Rukia. Inheriting these powers introduces Ichigo to the duties of a Shinigami. Hollows are spirits of the deceased born from human souls who for various reasons do not cross over to Soul Society. This is where souls that die in the material world go to live until they are reincarnated. It is the job of a Soul Reaper to guide these souls to Soul Society. It's a good premise, and I think the anime handles it fairly well. The story is a little slow for the first few episodes. I think that things really start to pick up at around episode 16, and it does have its fair share of filler. As I said in my video about Naruto though, you can easily just skip it, like it's no big deal. I would recommend that you watch the Zanpakuto Rebellion arc. That was actually an enjoyable filler for me. Speaking of Zanpakuto, I absolutely love the power system in Bleach. Zanpakuto are the main weapons of Soul Reapers, and I think it's interesting how each character has like a unique relationship with their own Zanpakuto. And that's one of the reasons I would recommend you to watch the Zanpakuto Rebellion arc, because it shows you the different personalities of the Zanpakuto and the relationships they have with the masters who wield them. You also have spiritual pressure. If someone has a greater spiritual level of spiritual pressure than you, chances are in that battle the one with the highest spiritual pressure is gonna take the dub. So yeah, I absolutely love the power system in Bleach. One of my favorites in anime for sure. Now let's move on to the characters. I like a lot of the characters in Bleach, and there's some that I just really don't care about. Like, I didn't care about any of the Espada apart from like Grimjaw and Ulquiorra. I think all of the captains are really enjoyable characters. My favorite one being Zaraki, just an absolute bro. Zaraki's a menace to society, bro. That nigga a menace, bro. This man will literally conceal his power just to enjoy the fight longer, bro. Like, this dude a menace. I'm a big fan of his character. Bleach really did produce a really good female supporting character in Orihime, and that's something I don't see a lot in shonen. It tends to drop the ball on many of its female characters for some reason. I don't know why. Precipice of Defeat gave me goosebumps the first couple times I heard it. I'm not gonna lie, bro. And Soundscape to Ardor fits in so well with the sad moments of the anime, in my opinion. Bleach has one of the best soundtracks in all of anime, in my opinion. Like, it has one of the best soundtracks. The reason why I almost dropped it is actually because of the filler, though I do always say just skip it. But I wanted to take in the series within its entirety, and I have to admit that it did lower my enjoyment a bit, especially because I started Bleach right after I finished Code Geass, and it just didn't hit as hard, especially because the anime was so long compared to Code Geass. I've heard that the Bleach manga is better than the anime, and I really think I would enjoy the series more if I did read the manga, so I'm definitely gonna check it out when I have time. Some of the panels I've seen from the manga look amazing though. I have to give Kubo props for the artwork. And another thing, the character designs for Bleach are amazing, bro. I love how the characters are drawn, and the characters in Bleach, their drip low-key be fire, bro. Like, the Bleach character drip be hard, bro. I would say though, if you have a really big problem with like plot armor and characters getting things like random power-ups, especially the main character. It might bother you a bit. I didn't mind personally just because I'm used to seeing stuff like that. But if that's something you really care about, it might lower your enjoyment for the series a little. I would say the idea of living in an illusion and betrayal are big themes in Bleach. A certain character fooled everyone by making them believe that he was a certain kind of person, not knowing that he had ulterior motives and would later on stab them in the back. And you could say the same thing for people in real life. Like people just feel like that. It is what it is. You also have the themes of feeling empty inside and having a hole in your heart, and themes like friendship, and I think Bleach really tackles these themes well. The series has an outstanding antagonist in my opinion. Like Aizen is a really good villain, and he works well with the series. Even though in the middle portion of the anime he really doesn't do that much, like he's mostly just controlling the Espada in the background and stuff like that, but whenever he does come on screen, he's always a joy to watch. Honestly, if I wasn't spoiled on Aizen being the main villain of the story, I think I would have enjoyed his character a lot more, but sadly, like it took me a long time to start Bleach. But his charisma and the sheer time he put into plotting and making his plan makes him an amazing character. There's also this aura of like wisdom about him. One of my favorite moments from him was when he was giving Ichigo the speech about truth.
Time will help. I feel sorry about your confusion, but this world's never really been about truth or lies. In this world, there's only one thing that's worth knowing: hard facts. Despite this universal truth, people misguidedly choose to only accept the facts that appeal to their way of thinking. They're so limited, they can only accept the truths that are comfortable for them.
And I would say I definitely agree with him on that. The animation in Bleach is pretty good. The fight scenes flow smoothly, though in some of the filler episodes the animation is a little wonky, but in general I would say it's good. But yeah, those are my thoughts on Bleach. I would definitely recommend it if you haven't watched it. I think it's a solid series with enjoyable characters, an amazing soundtrack, a top tier villain, with a darker tone compared to most others in its genre. If you like stuff like that, I'd say Bleach is definitely for you. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share the video. It's your boy Mangoki, signing out.